Hey, what up everyone? I'm Sinnycool, and this is Gems of War.
Today I'm going to be going over the weekly preview for the week of April 11th, 2022. Weekly event, Who's the Boss? So that means Soulforge, any recommendations I have for that, putting them in some sort of order, the world event team and scoring, and then everything else you can expect from a weekly preview. So let's get started here with the Soulforge games. Soulforge, let's see what we got here. Troops, mythics, and what do we have for mythics? Scourge of Honor, Kurandara, Shade of Zorn, and Jotnar Storm Shield. So first thing I can tell you for sure is Shade of Zorn is one of the worst mythics in the game. It should be one of the last that you craft. Scourge of Honor's pretty good. He's not like a top 10 or even a top 15 or anything, but he does do true damage, and I think Curse. So pretty good there. Kurandara, also pretty decent. They're around the same area, and Jotnar is super average. So I would say probably Scourge of Honor first this week, but not like a super high recommendation. He's just nice if you have him for true damage sometimes. But he's 22 red, green, brown, Cinemirage, Daemon, Wildfolk. Deal 38 true damage to all enemies. Gain 2 mana back for each cursed or diseased enemy, and it curses and diseases a random enemy when matching 4 or more gems. Also explodes a green gem at the start of battle. So that'd be the number 1 mythic this week, I would say. Then Kurandara, 26 red, green, purple, Urskaya, Daemon. Deal damage to an enemy boosted by Doom Skulls, then convert yellow gems to Doom Skulls, conjure a Doom Storm. They're pretty close, though, you know. Somebody, you could flip-flop them, and I wouldn't be too mad about it. But Curse of Ruin, 50% chance to curse all enemies when matching 4 or more gems. I just think true damage is safer than, like, yeah. Even though I love converting to Doom Skulls and stuff. But, I don't know. I could be convinced that they're the other way around, so wouldn't be mad at you if you did Kurandara before the Scourge of Honor, but I just like the true damage. Jotnar would be next, and then Shade of Zorn is terrible, so he's one of the worst mythics in the game. Make sure that's one of your last ones you craft. We have Ursuvius. We're going over legendaries now. Ursuvius. King Averlorn, who is also available in event keys right now. That's kind of funny. It's Forest of Thorns week. So if you don't have King Averlorn, he has a 50% start for elves, which means Arachnian Weaver, Yao Gui, Archer, which already has it anyway, but any kind of elf. Hyndla's pretty good as a giant. And is that it? Let's see. We got Hyndla. King Bloodhammer's good. King Averlorn. And Ursuvius. They're all like above average to decent. Like pretty good. Ursuvius isn't bad. King Averlorn's just really good, like as a utility 50% starter. Hyndla, same thing, like a giant. And King Bloodhammer. I'm gonna go with King Bloodhammer as the first because he's really good with Glaceon. And you can even put him with Mithrilion, who was available last week. I have a little team for that. But 16 red, brown, Draxome, Undead Dwarf. Deal damage to the 2 strongest enemies and transform all blue gems to Doom Skulls to boost the damage. Wouldn't say that you would exactly craft him. You might save your... He's really borderline for that. I think he's like maybe 10th, maybe 15th, somewhere in there, 10 to 15, as far as when you would craft him for a legendary. But he just goes really good with Glaceon. So if you have Glaceon, put him with like Apothecary and Mountain Crusher, and it's pretty good. They're like peanut butter and jelly. But summon a Doomstorm when an enemy dies, and he turns the blue to Doom Skulls. So that Glaceon turns from like yellow to blue or whatever. So pretty nice there. And then King Averlorn would be second, just for that 50% start for elves, like Arachnian Weaver. Hyndla, pretty good. And Ursuvius, pretty good. So Ursuvius deals damage to all enemies boosted by burning and enraged allies and enemies. 50% chance to burn a random enemy at the start of my turn. Reduce damage from skulls by 50%. And Hyndla, really good giant. Deal splash damage to an enemy and freeze all affected troops. Summon a giant troop. So it's doing multiple things there. Splash damage, freezing, and summoning. So that's always nice as well. They're all pretty good, but they're so like not good enough, I don't think. But if you are missing one of those and you have 800 diamonds and you don't want to wait I would say go for King Bloodwood, or Bloodhammer, or whatever he's called. King Bloodhammer, and then King Averlorn. But you can get him with event keys, so... Anyway, weapons. I don't think there's anything too special here this week. We got Bow of Thorns, Oaken Crown. Elemental Bow, probably the most notable, but I don't find myself using it too often. I think there's a bunch of other weapons that can do the same thing. But it is a bow, and it does go with elemental allies, which is one of the best typings in the game. 6 blue and green for each elemental ally. So you probably want to grab this week. And maybe that would be the thing you wouldn't leave this week without. It would be the elemental bow, but like I said, I don't use it super often. Let's go make a team for the world event and do the scoring. Got Wise Old Owl. Spark Grinder's friend, Lord Archimedes, offered his help in exchange for ours. He asked us to remove some orcish invaders from his part of the forest. Collect trinkets from the invaders to prove you've helped Lord Archimedes. So we got spell damage again. The scoring is you want to do Gargantuar first, then Garnock, then Salzara, then Fist of Zorn, then Rockgar the Guardian, then Orc Veteran. I have a very short, to-the-point video on the scoring if you need to pull it up for reference. I'll link it at the end of this video. Spell damage boost for the metal. Restriction is Forest of Thorns. Weapons are Forest of Thorns. The order I just said in lowest level is best. So Gargantuar is a mythic. Garnock and Salzara are legendary, but just do alphabetical order there. Fist of Zorn and Rockgar the Guardian are both epic, but just do alphabetical order there. And then Orc Veteran is an ultra rare. So it's rarity, order, alphabetical order. All battles can drop a variable amount of trinkets, although no variable seen from Gargantuar in testing. Total points required, 111,000 points. Total points required per member to close, 3,700. Tier buy-in per member to close all rewards, Tier 2. So you want to buy up to Tier 2 at least. If you're trying to do the bare minimum and just do your part, Tier 2 is the way to go. Alright, let me buy up in the shop here, collect my rewards, make a team. Orb of Clans, Badge of Thorns. Now we'll buy up till I get a medal, because that's just how I do it. You should probably just go to Tier 2. That's the best potions anyway. The Enchant Potion and the Explode Potion. They give them to you on the first 2. Those are the best ones. But I gotta go to a medal just to show the team here. Come on, game. I don't care what I'm getting here. Medal of Thorns. Okay. So we have Fist of Zorn, Salzara, Garnock. We're gonna go in alphabetical order when it's the same rarity. So Garnock over Salzara. And let's make a team. Go base rarity. I'll do teams Tuesday tomorrow, so if you don't like my team today, I'll have more teams tomorrow, and I go over the faction assault, so be doing that tomorrow. We have King Bloodwood, Yasmin's Chosen, Sylvanamora, King Averlorn, Forest Troll, Rowan is here. I think Rowan would be a great choice, but I'll probably do that for the no, so maybe I'll try something different until then. Do we even have any elves for him to 50% start? Not really, so you might just want to go with a Rowan, honestly. I think that's what I'm going to do. Go Rowan. Probably Forest Troll would probably be good with Rowan, right? But let's see what else we got. Glade Warden, Woodbrine X, Vine Martin, Trent, L. Okay. Yeah, let's say Forest Troll for all that green. Then you could do like some sort of bigger troop up here if you want, but I think, honestly, you should probably just do 2 Rowans, and then we'll just do A to Z here. And we have the Amethyst Band. We have Oaken Crown, Elemental Bow, probably Elemental Blow. Elemental Blow. That would be crazy, right? Some Elemental Blow. Probably just go like that. Well, actually, Forest Troll above the Elemental Bow, because he has a skull reduction and he entangles when they hit him with skulls. Inflict entangle when doing skull damage. And then for our banner, we have lots of blue and a couple greens. So double blue, green, minus red. class, we're going to want like a blue storm or a green storm or something like that. I'd probably just end up leveling something up, but if I had to give you the best class possible, I would say maybe Frost Mage, Corsair, or Archer. We'll just go with Archer. I like Archer. And so yeah, and the team code, because I'm pretty sure this is going to work. I don't even need to test it. Forest Troll, Double Rowan, Elemental Bow. Can you see that not working? But there's the team code right there if you want to pause the video. And let's go see what happens here. To battle. Okay. We got to equip our medals. We got the Medal of Thorns. We might put on a Medal of Anu and a Medal of Nish. Or actually, we'd want to do a Guard medal, but it's okay. Do a Guard medal if you for every. You might do an Anu and then I don't know. Up to you if you want to do Anu or Guard. Got our Elemental Bow up right away. Makes a bunch of blue and green, and then we just fire our Rowan off. You know, it's going to be pretty simple here. Rowan's one of the best troops for world events whenever you can use her. We do Solzara here. It's rarity order, which means the mythic, the light blue, then the legendary, the yellowish orange, then epic, which is purple, then ultra rare, which is dark blue, and that's all you need to remember. And then do them in alphabetical order when they're the same rarity. It's pretty easy. Skulls and yellow. Elemental Bow. Probably should have did a Forest Troll there. But you see it works. I don't need to do 50 battles to show you that it works. But there is the team. So the scoring, once again, I got a whole video on it. I'll link it at the end if you need it for reference. But it's Gargantuar, then Garnock, then Solzara, then Fist of Zorn, then Rockgar the Guardian, then Orc Veteran. Rarity order. Alphabetical order in the same rarity. And they did say that Gargantuar doesn't like go up in points, but he's so far ahead of Garnock that I don't know if it's going to matter to most people. So if there's a slight intricacy about how many times you take Gargantuar versus Garnock or something, like I wouldn't really worry about it if I were you, but maybe something to look into since he doesn't go up any. Alright, so we did the world event. We did the Soulforge, so let's go wrap back around and get the rest of the stuff done here. So I like to look at the events. We got Who's the Boss? New epic troop Lord Archimedes. Get this troop with glory from the rewards tab of the shop. Battlecrasher Easter, Bunny Nog and Bunnycorn will appear randomly in PvP and Explore for the next 7 days. Defeat them to gain 50 bonus souls. Ooh, I thought it would be trait stones. Wise Old Owl, experience our new world event with your guild mates. Play world event battles every day to unlock rewards. The Adonian Reactor, the campaign has started. New rewards every week. Don't miss out. We have Week of Forest of Thorns. That's going to be good for your Rowan all week. So everything else you're doing with her will also go up by 10%. All Forest of Thorns troops gain 10% to skills. Week of Beasts. All beasts gain 10% to their skills. And bonus gold if you use Lord Archimedes and Explore. Alright, let's go take a look at the shop. We got, let me grab this, of course. Gotta grab my tribute, gotta grab my event keys, and then we will check out Lord Archimedes. 13 brown, yellow, Forest of Thorns, monster beast. Deal scatter damage boosted by Forest of Thorn allies, then silence the first enemy. No good traits. Go up to mythic. And what stone do we get? We get the Arcane Mountain trait stone. That's the one I have the least of, so that's notable for me. But yellow and brown. Let's go check it out. What can we fully trait with that stone? Yellow, brown, all colors. Base rarity, troops such as Arc Proxy of Indra, who has the Doom of Arachnia. King Bloodwood has Bloody Bows. Ironhawk has artillery support. Mistralis has Enchanted Wind. Pharaoh Nefertani has Pharaoh's Curse. Gorgotha has, like, really good skull reduction. Sir Quentin Hadley has 50% start for knights. Wrath has a cool explode 2 random gems when I deal skull damage. And he can definitely use this trait stone, there's no doubt about it, once you get down to the legendary. So, Sir Quentin Hadley, Wrath, Tink, Electrostorm. Anybody else? I'm not trying to hit every single one of them, but just mention notable troops that you might want to fully trait. Dust Devil for your Ironhawk team, empowered. And that's about it, but you got Ironhawk, you got Mistralis, you got stuff like that, plus the Tink Steam Whistle, the Wrath, the Circuit and Hadley. So pretty important stone there. You might want to grab some more in the Glory Shop if you don't have very many and you don't have those troops fully traded. What's next? We need to do the event key drop table, which is Forest of Thorns. So let's check that out. Forest of Thorns. Right there, base rarity. Let's show all in case I'm missing any. Apply filter. Okay, so we have troops such as King Bloodwood and Yasmin Chosen are going to be your mythics. They aren't really super duper highly recommended. King Bloodwood's okay, Yasmin Chosen okay. King Bloodwood does splash damage, steals life, does bloody bowels. Yasmin's Chosen does a wild vines, entangle a random enemy when matching green. Scatter damage, create 10 green gems, so it can kind of loop sometimes. Same with Sylva Namora, kind of entangle and explode and stuff. King Averlorn, if you don't have him by the end of this week, kind of crazy because he's available everywhere. 50% start for elves like Arachnean Weaver. Forest Troll for your King Gobtruffle team. Rowan if you need more copies of it to fully ascend it. And that's about it. So, you know, it's mostly just use a couple. Use a little bit to get King Averlorn, Forest Troll, and more copies of Rowan. I don't think the mythics are too important, but just to get all that stuff done, maybe. Let us see what's going on the rest of the week. So today you'll do your campaign and your world event. Tomorrow, Tuesday, is the faction assault. What is that, like Primal Rift or something? Let me go see what I got for that. Where's Primal Rift? I think that's what it's called, right? It's hard to tell just by looking at the what it looks like, you know? And if this takes me forever to find. Alright, Primal Rift. What do we have? We got green and purple, so I'm doing a Mountain Crusher Leprechaun Double King Gobtruffle thing. You could also do Rowan, let's see, just real quick. You could also do some sort of Flaming Oni Goblin team if you wanted to. Ketris the Bull. Phoenicia, you could probably get a lot of it done with Phoenicia. Grey King's always decent. Scourge of Honor, Wild Queen, always decent. Not really used for like scalable content though. Vashtagon for a curse. Zul'Goth, you could pretty much just do Zul'Goth. So, Zul'Goth and Thrall, and like Leprechaun and Flammifer. You could do that team. So if you're low level, do Rowan or King Gobtruffle. If you're high level, do Zul'Goth and Thrall and Flammifer. If certain Turgon's in there somewhere, go with that. I know that's the new hot thing, but I think he's brown and red or something like that. I can't remember, because I don't use them yet, because I like to use my skulls and not turn them back into mana to refire my Zul'Goth. I'd rather turn them to dust with Fireblade still. Let's see, what else? Wednesday we have a pet. I think it's an Easter pet, a new pet. Thursday we have Archer class event. Archer, pretty good. You see me use it quite a bit. It has a green storm, a 50% start. It has a nice instant kill on it. So Archer is a pretty good class. I wouldn't say it's top 3 or anything, but it's up there in the close to top 5. And then Friday, this weekend, we have what? Faction, a repeat faction, I think. I'm not sure, though. That says 18 hours. Or no. I think somebody said Invasion on my live stream the other day, but I did my spoilers on Saturday, and it was a Blackheart faction, repeat faction for 3 days. I was kind of hoping they were doing that, but I was hoping they would do the older factions, but they're doing like the newer ones first, repeating them. So I don't know what's going on this weekend, y'all, but last I had looked, it was Blackheart repeat 3-day faction, so that's all I know. But let me know in the comments if it's something different this weekend. Alright, the campaign. We chased the Sparkinator back and forth across Whitehelm, but it was just too fast. It headed toward the Forest of Thorns, and we followed. Sparkgrinder had a friend there whom he said might help, Lord Archimedes, the Owlbear Lord. So let's see what kind of task we're going to start off with here. Forest of Thorns champion. Win any battle using a Forest of Thorns team. Just do sort by Forest of Thorns and use Rowan most likely there. Green recruit. Summon green summoning stones in the Soulforge. You can do that right away. Just go click on it and say do task. Locksmith, same thing. Do task. We can do that real fast just to see what the next one is. There's a spreadsheet online that y'all can see to see what everything's going to be. What am I doing here? Troops. Green, right? How many? I don't know. Let's just do 3. Something like that. There we go. Get out of here. And so we're done with that. Let's do this real fast so I can see what we have after that for y'all. Hopefully you have 50 keys and the summoning stones, the jewels. Alright, so let's see what's after this. Dungeon Lord, so I'm going to re-roll that, because that's going to take multiple days. We want to try to get it done today, not today and tomorrow. Guard Captain, that's a good one. We can just get that done real quick. Dungeon Lord, I'm going to re-roll so you can see what happens when I re-roll that. Red Slayer, not too bad. Guard Captain, do task. We'll do 2. Archdruid. And Lord Bellinor. So, get out of here, Easter. And Guard Captain, Adventurer win. It's just it's one, at least it's only 1 day, so just keep that in mind. Your Adventurer, complete all battles on a single adventure board. Don't do your adventure board until you do your campaign. But yeah, that's it for the campaign. Let's just look at, we're getting 3 attack, and the hammer's here, so I think you're getting the hammer this week. Maybe. Let's see. Should be, right? Yeah, the hammer. So, if you do the campaign pass, which I think is smart, you get choose a gem and destroy its column, then create 6 bomb gems and deal 45 scatter damage. That doesn't sound bad or anything, so if it has some good traits or whatever they're called on there, weapon arts or whatever you want to say, it might be okay. I don't know what it's got on it, but yeah. So that's the campaign. That's everything for the week. Like, share, subscribe, consider joining. It helps a lot. Tell your good about the channel, comment below. And I'll see y'all tomorrow for Teams Tuesday. Wednesday for that live stream in the morning. Well, like noonish. And then Thursday for another one. And then I'll go Sunday, Gems of War Church in the morning with the choir. So see y'all for that. Appreciate you watching so much. And you're the best. Peace out.